So we'll start with this fire. Now this fire, as it is reference, it will start with the 0. Okay, now 1/2 cycle will complete at 180 degree. So half of it, 1, 2 and 3 parts we have made, the half of it at this point, this waveform will reach to its highest point. Okay, now we'll start drawing the waveform. So you have to draw it like this. It will reach to the highest point at this point, then it will come to 180. Then again after 180, at 360 it will reach to 0 again. Now 1, 2 and 3 part, then half of it exact at this point, it will reach to negative maximum. Okay, and then it will reach to 0. So this is the waveform of fire. Now we have to draw for 5i. Now 5i is lagging 120 to fire. So 5i will start with this point at 120 degree. Okay, because it is lagging fire by 120 degree. So this fire will start like this, 1, 2 and 3. It will end here up to 300. Okay, 1, 2 and 3, and at this point exactly at a half it will reach to the maximum value. So see like this, then it will come down to 0 at 300. Then again like this, it will go maximum, negative maximum, and then 2, it will terminate at 480. Now this is the waveform of phi y. Okay, now we have to draw for phi b. Now phi b is lagging phi r by 240 degree. Okay, so 240 will be the starting point of phi b. Now again 1, 2 and 3. At this point, okay, so at 240 phi b will start, it will go maximum like this, and at 400 or 420 it come down to 0 again. Okay, so this is the waveform of phi b. Now we have to extend phi b to backward. So 1, 2 and 3. Okay, now here it will go to the maximum value. See, this is the complete waveform of phi b. And again for phi y also, 1 and 2 portion, only 2 parts are remaining. So its highest will be like this over here. Okay, this is first and this is the half part. Okay, then it will reach to the highest at this point, and then it start decreasing like this. Okay, so this is the 3-phase waveform. Okay, R, Y and B. In this manner you have to draw the waveform. Now we are interested to find out the total flux phi t. These are the resultant or the phasor addition of phi r, phi y and phi b. Okay, so we have to find out this phi t. Now we are finding out this phi t at some instants. Say when theta is equals to 0 degree, when theta is equals to 60 degree, theta is equals to 120 degree, and theta is equals to 180 degree. Okay, now we have to find out the value of phi r, phi y and phi b at this instance of theta. So write down first, write down here case 1 like this, when theta is equals to 0 degree. Okay, now when theta is equals to 0 degree, write down what is the value of phi r. Phi r is equals to phi m sin theta. Okay, so theta is 0, put here value of 0. So phi m sin of 0, sin of 0 is 0. So you will get phi r is 0. Give your equation number 1. Now similarly find out phi y. What is the formula for phi y? Phi y is equals to phi m sin theta minus 120. Okay. Now what is theta? Theta is 0. So put here phi m sin 0 minus 120. So that is phi m sin of minus 120. Sin of minus theta is minus sin theta. So I will get phi y as minus phi m sin of 120. If you find out the sin of 120, you will get a value 0.866. So phi y is equals to minus phi m 0.866. Give your equation number 2. Similarly, find out phi b. Now phi b is phi m sin theta minus 240. Okay, again theta is 0. So I will get phi m sin of minus 240. Okay. Then you will get phi b is equals to minus phi m sin of 240. The value of sin 240 is minus 0.866. So minus 0.866 and this minus sign. This minus will become plus. So phi b, you can do it on calci also. So phi b is equals to, we'll get the positive value phi m 0.866. This is your equation number 3. So we have got phi r, we have got phi y, and we have got phi b. Now we have to represent it in a vector form. We have to do vector addition of it. Okay. Now how to do vector addition? Now see, is very important. See here, the value of phi r is 0. Okay. Now how we are representing it vectorically? We are taking phi r as a reference. So see, this phi r should go like this as a reference, but the value of this phi r is 0. So I am representing it, but the value of phi r is 0. Okay. Then phi y will be like this, 120 degree behind. Now what is the value of phi y? From this equation we have got phi y value minus phi m 0.866. Okay. So this is the assumed positive direction of phi y. So I wanted to extend this phi y in the negative direction or in opposite direction to get it in negative. Okay. So this is my phi y whose value is minus phi m 0.866. Okay. Then phi b. What is the value of phi b? See here. The value of phi b is phi m 0.866. Now the value of phi b is positive, so you can draw phi b as it is as per a vector diagram. So phi b is equals to phi m 0.866. Okay, positive. Now what is phi t? Phi t is the vector addition of phi r, phi y and phi b. Phi r 0, phi y is there, phi b is also there. So we have to add this phi b and phi y. We do a vector addition of this and then we'll get what? Phi t. So we'll get a phi t like this. So this is our phi t. Say this is point O, then this is a point B and this is point A. Now draw a perpendicular BD on a line AO. Okay. So this is a perpendicular bisector. So what we got? We got AD is equals to DO is equals to, can I write like this, phi t by 2. Okay. because of this BD, this OA will divide into two halves. That is OD is equals to DA, phi t by 2. Now in this triangle BDO, in this triangle this angle is a 90 degree. Then if you observe, this is a linear pair. This linear pair is of 180 degree. Now out of this 180 degree, this much portion is of 120 degree. Then this remaining is the 60 degree. This whole remaining will be 60 degree. And this is angle bisector again going from this. So this angle is a 30 degree. So 90, 30 and this remaining will be 60 degree. Okay. So we have to apply the trigonometric ratios for this 30 degree angle. So cos of 30. What is the cos of 30? It will be adjacent upon hypo. So adjacent is OD. This OD will be the adjacent. And what will be the hypo? OB. So OB. Okay. So what is OD? Can I write OD as phi t by 2, and OB, the value of OB is, OB means this phi b. Okay. This phi b is phi m 0.866 and cos 30 is root 3 by 2. So if you simplify this 2 will get cancel, and this phi t, okay, this phi t will remain here now, and this will multiply to that side, so it will be phi m. If you multiply 0.866 to root 3, you will get 1.49. So I will write it 1.5. So I'll get the magnitude of phi t as 1.5 phi m, and whose axis is upward like this. Okay. So this is the value of a phi t when theta is equals to 0. Now I will take case 2. For case 2, put theta is equals to 60 degree. Okay. Now find out quickly. Phi r is equals to phi m sin theta. Okay. Now phi m sin of 60. Now how much sin of 60? If you find out, you will get plus 0.866. Give your equation number 1 again. Then similarly find out phi y. Phi y is equals to phi m sin theta minus 120. Now theta is a 60. So phi m sin 60 minus 120. So it will be phi m sin minus of 60. So what is the value of sin minus of 60? It will be minus 0.866. So I will get minus of phi m 0.866. Give your equation number 2. Okay. Then similarly you have to find out phi b. Again phi b is equals to phi m sin of sin theta minus 240. Then theta is a 60 degree. Okay. Then I will get it like this. Phi m sin of 60 minus 240. Okay. So 60 minus 240, then it will be like this. Phi m sin of minus 180 degree. But if you find out this sin of minus 180, you will get this phi b as a 0. So give your equation number 3. So you will get here phi b 0. Okay, so again we have to draw a vector diagram for first, second and third equation. Now how to draw? Now here phi r is a positive, so you have to take assume positive direction for phi r like this. Okay, now draw phi r. This phi r is equals to 0.866 phi m. Okay, as per equation. Then see what is the value of phi y. Phi y is the negative direction. Okay, so this is the assumed positive direction of phi y. But phi y is in negative, so we have to extend it in opposite direction. Okay, so extend it in opposite direction. So extend it in opposite direction. Okay, so you will get phi y is equals to minus phi m 0.866 like this, and the value of phi b is 0, so we need not to draw a phi b over here. Okay, as it is 0, or for our convenience we can draw here, it will be phi b, but this phi b is 0. Now phi t is the phasor addition of r, y and b. B is 0, so phi t is the addition of phi r and phi y. Now add it in vectorically. Okay, so if you add this, you will get the phi t like this. Okay, so this is our phi t in a case number 2. Now again, this is O, this is A, this is B. Again draw perpendicular bisector from point B to OA. Draw perpendicular bisector BD on a OA in such a way that again OD is equals to DA is equals to phi t by 2. Now consider a triangle ODB. In triangle ODB, angle D is 90 degree. Then this will make a linear pair. This linear pair is of 180 degree. Then out of this 180 degree, these two are of 120 degree apart. Then this are remaining 60 degree. This is the angle bisector. So this angle will be 30 degree. Okay. Now again apply cos 30 to this. Cos 30 is adjacent upon hypo. Okay. So what is the adjacent side of this? Adjacent side is OD. So write down OD upon hypotenuse is OB. Okay. What is the OD? OD is phi t by 2. What is OB? OB is phi m 0.866. Okay. And cos of 30 is root 3 by 2. Now again this 2 will get cancel, and again you will get phi t is equals to 1.5 phi m. But in this case the axis is not upward. In the previous case we have got axis in a upward direction. See, like this we have got the axis in upward direction, but now in this case we have got axis in somewhat tilted. How much angle it is tilted? It is 60 degree. Okay, from this point now it is 60 degree tilted. Okay, so we'll get the axis like this for case number 2. Now case number 3. Now again similarly for case number 3, you have to draw or you have to find out phi r, phi y and phi b. Then you have to add these 3 vectorically to get the value of phi t. Again you will get the same magnitude of phi t as 0.1. But at this case, in the case number 3, when theta is equals to 120 degree, the axis of this phi t is again tilted with the 60 degree. Okay, so from this position it is tilted by 120 degree, somewhat downward like this, and at 180 degree you will get the phi t at downward like this. Okay, So in this way you can find out, or we can conclude that we are producing a field, or we are producing this field, the total field phi t, whose axis is continuously rotating. See, this axis is continuously rotating. First time it is like this straight line, then now it is coming like this. Okay, in the next case it will go like this, and in a further case when theta is equals to 180, it will go downward. So its axis is continuously rotating, but magnitude is constant at 1.5. See, here also magnitude is constant, 1.5. Okay. For your reference purpose, you can use this notes for your reference. You have to solve it with all 4 cases to get your answer right. Okay. So thank you very much.